morning everyone. It's Sunday the 24th of March today. My name is Nina and this is A Really Good Life. In the back is Rob with Kundu and Kenya. Oh my god, I nearly forgot the names of my own dogs. And I am walking Dante. Still have primary progressive MS. There's been no cure since we last spoke. But don't you just love my hat? A fabulous new addition to the wardrobe. I'm just having a chilled out Sunday today, going to the movies to see Hotel Mumbai. I'm in a little bit of a rush, so I've got to get these dogs walked way before I even think about leaving the house to do something so fun as the movies. How you doing back there, Rob?
Oh, pretty good. We're really happy.
On we go. So before we go any further, I've actually found a perfect spot to do outfit of the day. I'm here in the middle of a sports oval and there's actually a couch. So, you know, serendipity. This fabulous new hat is from TJ Maxx, and just to style it up, I've added like an African safari scarf and just tied it simply around the back. It's like a felt hat. Love it. Let me know what you think. I've got this African dress on. Look at that. Absolutely adore it. Cannot even exactly remember where I got it from, but just go with me. And then we have my usual black Birkenstocks. Birkenstocks have to be such an expensive shoe, but for what they are and the comfort they bring, love them. And I've just got my usual Kmart cheap earrings on, like, hello Sally, $2, but they look $1,000,000. And then my accessory of the day, my Vita S12X heart weight monster without my wheels. What kind of girl would I be? I'd be grounded. Go say hello to Dante. Good morning, or should I say, good afternoon. It's 20 past 12 now. It is Wednesday, the 27th of March. I just thought I would come on. I haven't spoken to you for a couple of days, and I thought I would talk a little bit about some fatigue management tips that I use because I'm living with primary progressive MS. So one of the ways in which I mitigate the effects of living with primary progressive MS and the absolutely unrelenting fatigue is I call it delegation. Delegation is self-preservation. That's my motto. So if this is a meal prep company called U-Foods. I'm sure many of you would have heard them. I'm not sponsored by them. This is just my honest review. I've been purchasing them now for about a week. My favorite food is the bangin' brekkie wrap because it is bangin', baby. It is delicious. And I get the lunches as well, purely because when I'm on lunch break at work, I don't want to go out and battle the crowds to find somewhere to eat, or, you know, spend time in the morning prepping ingredients and all that kind of stuff to have a lunch when I could just use a service like this. So then I've got that 20 minutes that I can go back into the office and have a bit of a, oh my God, I've got an itchy eyebrow. Oh, have a bit of a nap, and then I've got the energy to get through the rest of the day. So fatigue management to me is utterly crucial. If I don't rest, I don't survive, and I mean that literally. So when I get home, there are many, many days when I get home at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I go to bed. I go to bed for a couple of hours, I get back up, I have something to eat, I might watch a bit of TV, whatever the case may be, and then I go back to bed again. Then I get up at 5, 5:30, 6 o'clock. and my day goes on. So managing fatigue for me has to be regimented, and I really truly do believe delegation is self-preservation. So U-Foods sent me out in my first pack. They sent me out this totally cool box, like, hello Sally. I felt like a superstar when I saw this. Inside, it's got a free meal for a friend. Huh? Do I have a friend that would like a free meal? I don't know. U-Foods, just something about how they make it, their menu, that kind of promo stuff. Some really seriously heavy duty cutlery, and then a plate, and it says, life's too short, lick the plate. And I thought when I first saw this, I thought it said, life's too short, eat the cake. I wish it did. And I just, because if it did, I seriously would follow that advice. I really do need a piece of cake today. Piece of cake and a cup of Tetley's and I'd be banging. So that is my U-Foods, just my honest opinion. I really like them. I far prefer them so far over Light and Easy. The reason being is everything from U-Foods is fresh. You don't put it in the freezer. Tastes better. With the Light and Easy stuff, there's no way that you can heat something up from frozen and it's going to be as good as fresh. It's just, yeah. So I will continue eating my sandwich. And then I've got to go and have a bit of a lie down. I'm in page 5 of the MS In Touch magazine this month. Don't know if I told you that. I kind of forgot myself until someone texted me and said, hey Nana, I'm on page 5. I'm talking about what it was like to try out the recent beach wheelchair tryout day, which you would have seen in one of my previous vlogs, which was absolutely fantastic. And I hope that this promotes the fact that it exists and lots of other people with not just MS but different disabilities get out there and use it, because if we don't use it, we lose it. That's enough from me for now. I've got to quickly eat this sandwich and then go and have a nap. Good morning. It's Saturday now. I am so tired. I really am. I did not want to get out of bed, to be quite honest with you. But it's Bus Stop Film School Day, NDIS approved provider of inclusive filmmaking, and well, I have to be there, don't I? So I'm up. I'm eating my Be Natural cornflakes with my milk and getting ready. I am rocking it today. Wait till later. I will do outfit of the day then, but I've been talking a bit about fatigue in this vlog. And it's one of the main symptoms that really does seem to hold me back in life. You just got to live with it. Now, I'm just in my Permobil F5 wheelchair and I'm zipping down the road to grab a Sanga from the servo before my driver for the day picks me up. And I thought I'd tell you a funny story. Okay, so here we go. Don't you just love my hat? Raymond Reddington from the Blacklist. Eat your heart out, baby. Just love it. Oh, swear to God. Anyway, my story. So here we go. Oh, just let me adjust. Let me adjust my sartorial splendour. All right, where was I? Story, yes. So a few days ago, I am at a suburb called Warrawong, which is not that far from here. And I'm in my wheelchair. I'm sitting at the traffic lights waiting for the pedestrian crossing to be able to cross. All these cars are banked up and, you know, people stare. Red hair, sexy woman in a chair. Can't deny that. Then they start, like the lights change and they start going, and this guy yells out, oi, hey, look, you're fat. He's pointing, and I'm thinking, Jesus mate, you know, like seriously. I absolutely do realise that I'm fat, but there is a time and a place for informing me of this situation, and maybe that wasn't the right time. Anyway, a couple of cars go by, another car yells out, oi, you're fat. And I'm thinking, Jesus, I'm sitting here feeling funky fine and fabulous and sexy as a, you know, cucumber. And I'm thinking, jeepers Christ, mate, why is all these people imposing their will upon my fatness at this time of morning? So there we go. Then I happened to turn my head like this, you know, because I can, and I saw my hat. This hat on my head had blown off out of the rear basket of my scooter. So the people weren't yelling about me being like fat. They were yelling about your hat, your hat, your hat. So there you go, hey? What do you think? I got my hat back. Lovely gentleman actually stopped his car, ran, got my hat, and placed it back on my head. Anyway, I better get rushing because I don't want to be late. I've got my fabulous Doc Martens on today. Oh, jeepers. And one cannot be late when you have a driver booked for 8 o'clock and you're going to film school, can you? You just can't be late. Sally! You just can't be late. Sally! I've arrived at film school. This is my friend Elaine.
Hello.
I missed you last week when you weren't here.
You know, always miss me.
So I thought I would do outfit of the day before we go any further. So I'm wearing this kind of dark grey. Is it dark grey or is it black? I can't really tell.
It's monochrome print.
Monochrome print. Jesus, that'd be the word of the day, wouldn't it?
I am too monochrome.
Yes, we are actually. We are both in black and white. Monochrome. Yeah, big caftan.
I'm in checks.
And I've got my rainbow docs on, as you have seen before. You are wearing a simple, did you call these houndstooth pants?
Yeah.
Little black and white shoes and a check black and white flannelette.
Top. I want to look like a farmer.
Farmer wants a wife. And I've got my little necklace on. That's my dog actually. That's Kundu.
Greyhound.
Well, she's a pharaoh hound. It's just her ears would be up. But anyway, besides the point. It's the afternoon now. Film school has finished. I came home and had like a 2-3 hour nap because the fatigue has been just that bad recently. I got on to my Facebook group. It's a really good life, and I did a live video just 10 minutes ago. And I was wanting to talk about my Bus Stop Films project, which is an NDIS approved provider of inclusive filmmaking. And we are at the tail end now of the course. The last 12 weeks are going to be spent actually going into a studio and filming a documentary about acceptance. I was going to ask some questions to you guys that I have to actually talk about in the documentary. So I wanted to kind of get some pointers about what everyone else thinks. So 1, what does acceptance mean to you? 2, is self-acceptance important? Now, I think self-acceptance personally is everything, because if you don't know yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, and fully accept yourself in your entirety, how can you ever be truly at peace? How do you feel in society in general as someone with a disability? So that's a broad question, but that's the question. Have you ever felt socially isolated? And 5, what is the difference between being accepted and being tolerated? So acceptance is like full integration into the community, into the workplace, into public life, into social activities, your friends, your family, all that. Whereas being tolerated is sort of those tokenistic efforts. For instance, I would say when you employ someone with a disability in the workplace, but it's like a tokenistic effort. Oh, look, we have someone. That's tolerated rather than full acceptance and immersion into society. Just my opinion. And the last question, describe a place that you have felt happy and accepted, and why is that so? So those are the questions that I'm going to have to talk about on camera for this documentary. And the way that I'm going to present my character is I'm going to bring Miss Honey Crumpet back out of her burlesque box and I'm going to reignite her flame. So I will be sitting in my wheelchair, and I'll be in bra, knickers, heels, wig, full makeup, the whole thing, because I think it's really important to show also that I do accept myself. Like, I'm sitting there in a bra and knickers. I'm fat, I'm fat and I'm 40 and I think I'm fabulous. So I'm going to sit there, I'm going to show the world that this is me. So it's not, to me, it would be a bit funny if I was talking about acceptance, but I hadn't really accepted myself. The video was on my Facebook group, It's a Really Good Life. And I just wanted to sort of also give an apology, because I know this vlog may be a little bit choppy and changey. I have really been struggling with fatigue lately. And I admit that I'm doing too much in my life, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to cut back or what I can cut back, but I know that I'm doing too much. And now that there's a gap where I can actually just stop and breathe, I am finding that I'm just really flat. I think the grief is catching up with me, and I think that I've been busy, so I haven't had time to think, and now I've stopped being busy. I'm working, I'm doing this, and I'm going here, and I'm doing that, and I've finished renovating the house, and I'm like, well, what's now? What do I do now? And I don't know. I've just been snappy lately. I've been fatigued. I've just been not myself. I'm only human. I cannot, I always said that I would be real and raw when I did these vlogs and not always, show the glamorous side, I guess, of life, if that makes sense. But yeah, I've been struggling. I don't really know what's going to happen with that, but I think I just need to pull back and take some time for myself and really think about everything in a little bit more detail. It's very easy to get caught up in this disease that I think we have as a society where we're always busy. Busyness is like a mark of honour. And I think it's bizarre. You call someone and you say, hi, how you doing? They go, oh, I've been so busy. But yeah, the disease of busyness has taken on a life of its own. Even I'm being swept up in it. And that's just not cool. So I need to do something about it. I want to thank you guys for being patient in my down times. I will talk to you again next week because I'm that tired. I'm that tired. All right, enough said. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Mwah.